One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Duke's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Hauls it in. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Who fucked that nice guy?
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about App State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition in college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And the Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Swan. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To give on the option. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in the recruiting class.
And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete.
No way that safety
and
is
this
getting
one will be stopped for no gain.
Ooh, that's a great tackle by the linebacker. If he doesn't make that play on the running back catching the ball on the flat, that might be a big gainer. Nice job with fundamental tackling defensively.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the goal line. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 7 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
On, turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Swan. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Allen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He's not. He used to be a wide receiver that I moved. 87 speed. I feel like he's my only big guy, so I throw to him a lot. Or I look for him.
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their...
Boyer, that's that play I was telling you about, that slot hooks. He was wide open in the slot and just ran with it after. He's not that fast, though. I'm shocked he actually got that far.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Blue Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Rush is on him. He's got it. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. Not enough space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Swan. quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't beat the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Brown. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands. It's Moore.
Hey, maybe can we like get stopped?
Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Red pass, it's complete.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Alright, let's do the play where I throw it to you and it hits your hands and then you catch it.
Go for it, be aggressive.
Let's run that.
Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know
Run that
you're
play.
putting
I like
3
that.
on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw, it's Swan.
Perfect. Yep. There it is. Very Mike-like. Holding on me.
After the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 28.
It's a force.
Wants to go up top on first down.
Yeah, let's
got
just
it
throw
in the middle. It's Taylor. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds a little space. And they get him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Swan. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of... have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Breaks into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Lost a throw on 1st down.
Perfect, yeah.
Beautifully in on the crosser. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Touchdown, Duke! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
This feels like I'm down
the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Mountaineers in the hurry up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And, man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions really need to cash in on this drive. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. No huddle, offense to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off! What a play by this defense! The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker.
That's
it will be
backwards
2nd
right
and
there.
just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here comes the heat.
Yeah.
He's in open space downfield. Nifty little
Wrap it up, put a bow on it.
Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble.
There you go, yeah,
and
right
go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Wish I could run it, but I can't do that either.
Back to pass, it's Barnett.
Throw a touchdown.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Pocket breaking down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop.
I tried to jump, Mike.
The Appalachian State
Precious triangle.
to the field.
Is there another jump button I don't know about?
Moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time he's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Yeah, he's there all covered.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The inside handoff. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Really did. Job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rain. He's got it! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's Swan. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Literally couldn't tackle.
I think in this situation,
I touched him so many times. Here you go. Look. Boom. Oh, no, no, no. Boom. Right there again. Hit him.
That incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field. The smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Hamlet. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And if I'm a defense, dude, I am perfectly fine with this. Like, I'm not giving up big plays. I'm keeping everything in front of me. The probability of them going the length of the field twice and getting two-point conversions is very, very small. So stay patient. Don't get over your skis.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And the ball is batted down, incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Buccaneers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
To the air, it's Swan. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your
Is that
team,
what happened?
so they're able to hop on them.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Shakes off the defender. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Blue Devils come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Swan. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Dozier. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense, but you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's
Missed it?
dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Those are the best hands on the team. That's why I threw it to you.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space.
Not calling
And
a
he does a
timeout.
really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Got room to work. They may a stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's really the most